I mean, it's kind of a Cinderella story because I went from being a nobody in Utah to winning one of the biggest vocal competitions in the world. And even now, I mean, I just have to pinch myself. My first experience or kind of exposure to opera was actually here at BYU with Frederick von Stade. She came and did a concert and master class here at BYU, and she was just stunning. And it was funny, after that master class, I remember turning to my mom and saying, I think I could do that, which is like crazy now because I realize just how hard it is. Originally, I had planned on going to Utah State, and it was just really strange. Nothing worked out. I couldn't get loans, I couldn't get a grant, and I was really devastated that I couldn't afford to go to school after I graduated from high school. But that was when I met my voice teacher, and he said to me, he said, I think you have a voice in there, and I would love to teach you. And when I went to that first lesson, it was really magical, and we both really just looked at each other for a minute, and we just knew that that was a partnership that was supposed to be. Having somebody believe in you, I think, is the most important thing in any career you're in. I'm so fortunate in my teacher who believes in me so fully, and not only me as a singer, but me as a person. Daryl's always been there for me. He's one of the best people I've ever met, and he makes me want to be a good person. And that's what I always tell him. I say, I'll never be able to repay you for what you've done, but hopefully I can carry on that legacy. Being partially deaf is a little bit tricky. I had a lot of pitch issues, and I overcame them in several ways. One, my teacher uses a walnut that you sing with in your mouth, kind of like Dr. Doolittle and his, marbles. Daryl has a walnut. I never sang without that walnut for about 6 months, and it just forces the pitch to stay high. I think for about 6 months I sang with the clothespin on, and I sang with a walnut in, and I used yoga bands, because yoga bands engage lower support. So I just looked really funny whenever I practiced. But that actually took a lot of discipline, because it took all the fun out of singing. I slowly learned to feel the air sensation and the muscle sensation in here, so that when I actually sing, I can tell if I am sharp or flat, and if I have the correct pitch based on how I actually feel and not what I'm hearing, which is why it is so scary for me to sing, because I go out there not really knowing what is actually coming out, because I have to go off feel. Yeah, it's been a lot to overcome those challenges. Singing has definitely brought me closer to who I am than anything else I've ever done. In the end, I had to find a strength that I didn't even know I had. Every faculty member I've ever had was willing to help, and that's what makes BYU great, is that they unlock the potential that allows us to go out and be who we actually are.